Let's begin off with your economic view on the removal of subsidies on fuel, Mr. Chikwanda.
Yeah, first and foremost, we found ourselves as a country in a very challenging situation because the issue of subsidies had kicked in the year 2020. In 2020, the prices were supposed to go up by about 25% or so. So the previous government decided to waive customs duty. 25% was taken out. And then fast forward, coming into 2021, the pressure became so high to increase the pump prices, but still the previous government could not do that. Instead, they went in and froze VAT. So VAT plus customs duty, 25%, that's 41%. Then, as though that was not, it wasn't enough anyway, they still went in and froze excise duty. So, as we were starting 2021, we had more than 41% combined taxes suspended out of fuel. And that costs the Treasury a lot of money. We're talking of at least $1 billion United States dollars. And if you're going to not to collect that kind of money, the service delivery, it will show in the service delivery. You're not going to pay retirees, you're not going to employ and put people on the payroll, and you are going to have significant problems as the service delivery, because $1 billion is not small money. $1 billion.
What the Energy Minister mentioned in Parliament when he was giving his ministerial statement was that it was necessary for government to have taken that particular stance because people were adversely hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, and government didn't want to patch, this huge burden on the citizens. Do you think still that was?
It was valid because countries all over the world responded differently. And so as the global economy started healing, we saw the prices started also coming down, but people were still impacted. So now what happened is that we started seeing another type of subsidy coming in where, other than all these taxes taken out, the pump prices on the international market continue to build up the prices, such that another set of subsidy kicked in now, where some oil companies had to be compensated in order for them to bring fuel in the country. So here you have frozen oil taxes, that's indirect subsidy, and up to end of June this month, or maybe it will not happen. But then also we started seeing that the prices still required to be adjusted up. The landed cost was higher than the selling prices. So the industry started getting compensation from government. Now that is what they see, $64 million, which I think was discussed and talked about in Parliament. Now that $64 million, just 10 months, we are talking of another 640 million United States dollars. So the energy sector, if not well handled, it can be the point of hemorrhage, economic hemorrhage, that a lot of things can get affected. Yeah, so that has been abolished by the government. That particular, and the second type of subsidy has been taken out. What we are remaining with now are the suspended taxes, that they are still in force. And they were initially told up to the end of June this year, but we'll be waiting for policy direction whether that will happen. And if that doesn't happen, maybe they will adjust. Because if that was to kick in, then the prices could jump by more than 30%.
Wow. The Energy Regulation Board has also taken the route to subject the fuel pump price to monthly reviews. Many stakeholders have criticized this particular move from the Energy Regulation Board. Do you think reviewing the pump price monthly is will create stability in the economy?
First and foremost, there is something which maybe we haven't explained in detail to the members of the public. They initially were reviewing the prices every 2 months, 60 days. The reason we're doing that is because Indeni refinery was working. So a shipload which is ordered, by the time the consignment reaches Dar es Salaam, a further 2 weeks to pump it from Dar es Salaam to Ndola, it will take about 45 days or so. So when you need another consignment, so you needed about 2 months on average, to review the prices so that it is synchronized with a timing for another order. But since Indeni now is no more, it's been put under care and maintenance, it means that the industry now is importing from open markets. And when you go to open markets, the quotation they give you is 7 days. So if you are going to stick with 60 days, a lot of things can happen within this window period, which can disadvantage either the consumers or it can disadvantage the oil marketing companies themselves. So the 30 days price review is the one that talks more closely to the actual situation on the ground. And it is not only in Zambia that we have got monthly reviews. Almost the entire region is on monthly reviews. So the only challenge that we found ourselves in is maybe the timing, because at the time it has kicked in, that's the time this war between Russia and Ukraine came in, which continued to push the prices upwards and necessitated the upward adjustments almost every month. Otherwise, it is not supposed to be happening every month. There could be spells, maybe 2 months, where you could go without tinkering with the pump prices. And at times they can go down. At times they can stay on par for maybe 2-3 months. Then sometimes they can also go up. But we are in a very unique situation, and maybe that's why the public has complained. But any attempts to think around it means we'll have to slide back into subsidies.
But